to what the facts are in the case and get to the truth.
Like Mr. Hansen, I too come into it with a younger perspective, being only 36. Don't dismiss me because I don't have 25 years courtroom experience. The last 10 years that I've spent in the courtroom as a law clerk to Judge Armstrong has been an apprenticeship, basically on-the-job training. I'm the only one out of the 24 candidates that has spent every single day in the courtroom in Washington County where the seat is. I'm the only one out of those 24 candidates that knows the court personnel, the staff, the judges, and can confirm a smooth transition with no conflict. I'm the only one out of the 24 candidates that knows the court rotation, that knows the individual calendars, that knows the behind the scenes of Washington County, that knows the policies and procedures and everything that comes along with that. I'm the only one out of the 24 candidates that has, for the past 10 years, constantly and consistently practiced all aspects of the law. Now in Washington County, the judges are assigned files. The new judge will be assigned the files that are currently assigned to Judge Armstrong. I'm the only one out of those 24 candidates that has worked on those files and knows the parties and everything in those files for the past 10 years.
I'd like to thank all of you for spending a couple hours listening to the panel of attorneys. The good news is that we didn't have all 24 candidates here tonight. And, you've never seen 24 candidates on the ballot for any office, that I can remember in my lifetime, and I'm not quite as young as Don is here or Dave, and you'll never see it again probably. So this is a very unique ballot that you'll have before you. And another unique aspect of it is that there are many good candidates up here who would be very good judges. And my hope is that the 23 who are disappointed will take that opportunity and run again or apply for an appointment if that's the system that we have. But I would implore you to take this seriously, and I know you are by being here tonight, and to take your right to vote seriously, because there is a real threat that just the opportunity to have competitive elections for judges may be taken away. There are very powerful forces at work in this state that want to deny you that right, even the opportunity for a competitive election. It's worked pretty well so far. I mean, it is a mystery section of the ballot, and I think your being here tonight helps us get rid of that mystery. So thank you very much.
I also want to thank you for the opportunity to be here. It's been very enjoyable and informative. Our district courts are the front door to our system of justice in the state of Minnesota. And the vast majority of people that come into contact with our system of justice will only have that opportunity in front of a district court judge. That's why these positions are so important. It is extremely satisfying to be in front of a quality judge who's hardworking, respectful, humble. Even if you lose your case, it's a satisfying experience, and it gives you confidence in our system of justice. And confidence in the system of justice, in my opinion, is so important to our democracy. Being in front of a bad judge has the opposite effect. A judge that's lazy, that doesn't apply the law, that legislates from the bench. I think that degrades our system of justice and ultimately our democracy. And I'm running based on my experience, and I feel like the work that judges do, whether it's a divorce, whether it's a DWI, whether it's a name change, probate, whatever it is, has such a profound effect on the citizens that it's critical to get experienced, quality, respectful people in these positions, and that's why I'm running. Thank you for your time.
These are getting to be tough acts to follow. Justice is the goal of the legal system. Justice didn't start with the Constitution, didn't start with any king appointing it. Justice and the need for justice are as old as mankind, civilization. Judges are the term for the persons who have that job of administering justice, of providing fairness to everybody. I hope when you make your decision on which candidate to vote for, you're able to vote with confidence. You're able to check that ballot, pull that handle, knowing that the candidate you're voting for will make a good judge. I don't have to tell you what the attributes are. They have to be honest. They have to be knowledgeable. They have to be good listeners. In making your decision, you should walk out of that voting booth knowing that if your candidate wins, you'd be comfortable facing him someday on any personal matter or any relative, family matter, friend, or just any citizen, because all of our rights are important. That's what makes us great.
I want to thank all of you for being here as well. I'm not sure there's ever been this many people interested in listening to potential judges ever in the history of the state of Minnesota. I know that most litigants, I would probably even say all litigants who end up appearing before a district court judge, whether they're being accused of a crime, a family member's being accused of a crime, or they have a civil dispute that they can't resolve amongst themselves, when they appear before a district court judge, they don't want to be there. And I believe that every candidate sitting here is going to be a good choice for judge because they're all experienced, they care, they have integrity. So I honestly don't believe you could go wrong selecting any of the people that are sitting in front of you. I believe I have the academic excellence in the law and the substantial experience in handling trials that would make me a good district judge as well. Thank you.
I'm going to echo the comments. Thank you so much for coming and sitting here for almost 2 hours. I think to be a good judge, you need to have a lot of common sense. You need to have a feeling for people, as well as knowing the law and how to apply the law. In the 10 years I spent exclusively in Washington County dealing with people from all walks of life, I learned a lot from the people. Most of them were terrified to be in court. There was a man or a woman in a black robe that was going to be telling them what was going to happen with their children, with their freedom, were they going to jail. And I watched the judges over the years, and I saw that the good judges exhibited compassion and a feeling for people, and were able to apply the law in such a way that when you left the courtroom, you may not have liked what happened, but you could live with it. So I hope that you all take a look at our bios, and I agree that all of us here would make a good judge. So thank you so much again for coming.